Rob, thanks so much for being with us. I'm sure we'll be chatting to you again over the coming months. That's Rob Hopwood from Bidwells in Cambridge, the planning lead for the Cambridge-Oxford Arc development. Sam Davies is a member of the Smarter Cambridge Transport and chair of the Queen Edith Community Forum. Sam, thanks so much for being with us. What did you hear? What did you take from what Rob was saying? What do you make of the government's plans?
Well, I have read the document, such as it is, and it's proposing to pull a rabbit out of a hat. It is proposing to, as they say, unlock growth, cut emissions and improve the natural environment. And the evidence for me is not very strong that they've been able to do that in the past. And I'd like to know a bit more about exactly how they're going to do it with different outcomes this time. And I'd also like to understand what the governance arrangements are going to be such that decision-making powers aren't taken away from local councillors.
What about the opportunity for jobs and homes in the area? Obviously, it's going to be a big development, a big project. Can you see the upsides?
Well, I think there needs to be some clarity about the relationship between building homes and the affordability of the homes that get built. And the evidence is that building homes, Cambridge, as you probably know, has built more homes relative to the size of the existing city in the last decade than any other place in the country. And yet we still have an unaffordability problem. So I'm wondering, what scale this is going to be built out at and what pace it's going to be built at. And we know that the development industry very carefully only releases properties to avoid saturating the market and pushing their own prices down. So again, why will they do anything different this time?
We know that the new spatial framework plan, next phases now, it seems to be our consultations with local people. That's got to be a good thing, right? They're not just ploughing ahead with it. We're going to get our say.
I thought it was very interesting listening to the language Rob used to describe what will be happening. Digital platforms and form filling typically don't excite many people. I think it's great that you are covering this story this morning because discussions about this have been going on for years and it has been under, I think, most ordinary people's radar for a very long time. So the more light we can shine on what this actually involves, the better it will be. And the statements that were made in yesterday's document about meaningful engagement, well, let's see what that actually looks like, because far too often the planning world presents people with a set of choices when the strategy's already been set. So you don't get the opportunity to say no to something. You just get the opportunity to decide exactly how you'd like to suffer the pain.
Sam, thank you for your thoughts. Again, I'm sure we will be chatting to you again through the coming weeks. Sam Davies, the chair of the Queen Edith Community Forum.